What are lessons with Rainbow English like? There are 5 levels: beginner, elementary, intermediate, advanced, and expert. Each lesson has 5 sections. The first is the introduction. Here you'll find an explanation of the language, an example sentence, the lesson theme, and an example conversation or story.
Hey, good to see you again. How you doing today? Perfect. Good to have you along for this level 4 lesson today. For this one, we're looking at lesson 3. I wish John hadn't done that. We're going to be using I wish to complain about people. It's my favorite topic. We can say, I wish this person would when they do annoying things regularly. And we can say, I wish this person had, to talk about maybe just one situation that happened sometime in the past. So we have two styles of complaining, using would or had. So we've got this example sentence here. Can you read it for me, please? Wouldn't chew gum. That's right. So this means that Sarah chews gum very loudly. Wouldn't. That means regularly. So maybe every day Sarah chews gum loudly, and I want her to stop. I wish she would stop. So for this lesson, we'll talk about annoying people at the office. Have you ever had an annoying coworker before? Yeah, I sure have. So in this conversation, one coworker is complaining to another coworker about some different annoying coworker. Let's try it together. You can read A and I will say B. Can you try it? I'm gonna blow a gasket. A gasket, that's right. What do you mean? Why? She always talks about her boyfriend. I wish she would leave me out of it. So this is our key language here. I get what you mean. She can be pretty dramatic. Good. So here, A is explaining that they're very angry at Rebecca. They are going to blow a gasket. That's a special idiom that means to get super angry. A gasket is just some rubber seal that is often used on pipes or maybe in a car engine to keep pressure or water inside. So, why is Rebecca annoying? Why are we complaining? Because she always talks about her boyfriend. So this happens many times, and we have our key language. I wish she'd leave me out of it. This apostrophe D, of course, it's short for would. I wish she would. Do you have any questions about this conversation?
The next section is grammar and vocabulary. You will find new words and phrases and the sentence structure we will use in the lesson. You will find example sentences you can say here.
All right, so let's check out our grammar section. Let's see how we can form these sentences. Remember, we have two styles of complaining. One uses would. So can you say our first example sentence for me? That's right. It means that John does annoying things more than once, maybe every day, and I want him to stop. Right? How about number 2? Can you read that one for me? I wish John would be quiet. That's right. So this means that he is often loud, again, maybe every day, and I want him to be quiet next time. So remember, would or wouldn't talks about a routine or habitual complaint, something they do all the time. Now, if we use had for one past situation, we have to be careful that the verb needs to be in the past participle form. So can you read number 3 for me, please? Right. So this means John did something annoying one time in the past, and I wish he didn't do it. I wish he hadn't done that. And for number 4, can you read it? I wish John had been quiet. So one key point about wishing is that we want to change something that already happened. So we are wishing kind of for the opposite of the reality. I wish John had been quiet. That means he was not quiet that time. I wish John would be quiet. This means he is never quiet. He is always too loud. So those are the key difference between had style complaints and would style complaints. So because we are wishing for the opposite of what really happened, generally we wish someone would or had done a good action, and we wish they wouldn't or hadn't done a bad action. That's generally what the pattern is. So number 5 will show one example. Can you read that for me? Right, leave her dirty dishes in the sink. That's a bad, annoying action. We don't want her to do that. How about number 6? Right, attended the meeting. That would have been good, but he did not do it. Oh my God, I wish he had done it. Oh my goodness. Let's try number 7 next.
Section 3 is listening. Here you will need to try and catch the key language that we have talked about and maybe imagine the situation that the people are in.
Okay, any questions about our grammar section? Nope. Beautiful. Okay, so let's check out our listening section next. So for each conversation, try to think about which picture they're referring to. Is it the left one, the middle one, or the right one? And how are they complaining? What do they wish someone would do or had done? Remember, maybe it's would, maybe it's had. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. 2 people. Brad is driving me crazy today. Oh, what's wrong now? He's laughing and chatting away on the phone again. I wish he wouldn't be so loud. I can't get any work done. Really? I hadn't noticed. Maybe put some headphones on or something? Finish. So, which picture do you think they're talking about in that conversation? It's the right picture. Yes, they're complaining about some music. That's right. Good, good, good. Did you hear what the person wishes? I wish he hadn't been so loud, you say. Hadn't been so loud. Okay, let's check the conversation and see if you're right. Can you read A and I'll say B? Go for it. Oh, what's wrong now? I wish he wouldn't be so loud. I can't get any work done. Ah, so you're right. The complaint was that they are very loud, but it's not hadn't, it is wouldn't. That means it happens all the time, maybe every day. It's very annoying for this person. But you caught the main complaint, so nice job for number 1. Let's try number 2. Are you ready?
Now you can try out your English in the practice section. Here you will see pieces of the key language so you can make your own full sentences.
All right, nice work on listening there. Now let's move on to our practice section. So for this exercise, imagine that these are your annoying coworkers, annoying Brad or annoying boss, right? And tell me what you wish for, but be careful because we need to think about these different actions. Were they done once or were they done many times? For some situations, it could be both, but other situations, if it's many times, it's a little bit strange, right? So remember our two sentence styles. We can say, I wish this person would or wouldn't do this annoying thing, or I wish this person had or hadn't done this annoying thing. Remember, in the past participle form. Okay. So let's try number one here. I'll go first as an example. So I wish Brad, now eat my sandwich, eat my sandwich. Let's imagine he does it every day. Oh my goodness. So I wish Brad wouldn't eat my sandwich. Can you try that sentence? Yeah, every day. Oh my God, Brad, please stop. Right? Now, let's try number two. Can you make a sentence about the boss and firing Elizabeth? Okay. So I heard you say, I wish the boss wouldn't fire Elizabeth. Okay. Now, the grammar there is nice, but again, imagine this situation. Fire Elizabeth. Is that something that is done once, or is it done many times? What do you think? Firing Elizabeth? Yeah, it can only happen once, can't it? So how would we do that? I wish the boss. Yeah, I wish the boss hadn't past participle. Fired, fired. I wish the boss hadn't fired Elizabeth. Nice one. Okay, how about number three? Imagine I am the annoying coworker. Whew, what would you say? I wish you would speak more quietly. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was so loud. I'll keep it down from now on. Hey, perfect sentence. Let's try number four next. All right, nice job with our first stage. Now let's move on to step two. We will use the same sentence structure, but this time try to add another sentence and explain why this is so annoying. Maybe if we talk about the boss firing Elizabeth, I wish the boss hadn't fired Elizabeth. She was such a great worker, for example. Or if you remember the previous example, I wish you would be quiet. I can't concentrate on my work. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Right? So how about number one? Naomi always plays music really loudly. How would you complain about that? I wish Naomi hadn't. Okay, that's good grammar. I wish Naomi hadn't played music really loudly. But remember, hadn't is for one time. Always, always. So how do we say it? I wish Naomi wouldn't play music really loudly. Hey, there we go. Why? Why do you wish that? That's perfect. I can't hear the customers. Yeah, that's a good reason to complain. Perfect. Now, when you are saying what you wish for, you don't have to repeat exactly this point. You could reword it a little bit. For example, you could say, I wish Naomi would lower the volume on her music. That's another way. But remember, when we say would, we are wishing for a good thing. And lower the volume, that's a good thing that you're wishing for. So it's really flexible. You can use many different forms to say the same complaint. Let's try number two next. You can't find your pen, and you see your superior, your boss, using it. What would you say? I wish the boss hadn't stolen my pen. Yeah, oh my God, he stole my pen. What's happening here? Why is it annoying?
Finally, the last section is the everyday use section. Here we are finished with the lesson theme, and we can see many different situations you can use the key language in.
All right, fantastic sentences there in practice. And now the fun part of our lesson, everyday use. We can complain about real things in our life. Now, it's important, this language is good not only for people, but it can be about the government, for example, but it can also be about machines like your computer or your TV or your microwave. Anything is good. So let's use today's language to complain about annoying things in your life, right? Like the government, for example. I'll say this one. I can say, "Ugh, I wish the government would finally agree on something. Ugh, they're always arguing and nothing gets done. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. I wish they would get along or at least make progress, right? How about you? What do you wish the government would or wouldn't do? Okay, nice work on number 3. Now let's try the last one. Number 4. Me. Oh my goodness. What is an annoying thing you want me to stop? What do you wish I would do? No, come on. You can say it. It's okay. I won't get angry. I wish Will would stop talking about video games. Uh-oh. Ugh, why? Why is that annoying? I don't care about them. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I'll stop talking about video games so much. Hey, there you go. Fantastic. Very, very good complaints. All right. So, do you have any questions about any of the grammar or vocabulary we looked at today?
And that's it. What do you think? You can find this lesson and many more at rainbowenglish.ca. You can find the link in the description down below. Do you want to know how to book a lesson? Try this video here.